Hi everyone, this is Diane. I am going to take you on a joyride with me today to make these itty bitty, well they're not itty bitty, these embellishments. I made these and somebody wanted to know how I did it the first time around when I was posting on Instagram, and so I figured I would just show you how quick and easy they are to make. I'll make some. I'll show you what I use. They're just common stuff. I have, this is a KF's Crafts Carrot Bunny die, and it does have a peep in it. So it's this peep, these two different sizes. Let me see. These sizes, and it makes this bow here. And it makes this little bunny butt. So it's quite versatile. I think I have, it's quite versatile. It has quite a few pieces. Oh, and it makes this little carrot too, which I really like. This little carrot here, or let's see, or this carrot. So, and all I did was just ink up a little pink on this pink color just to make it a darker color. Pretty easy to make. So that's one of the dies that I used. The other die I used, the one with these little hearts. Let's see. These little hearts here comes from ZF Hardy, and they had a few dies in here. So you have the small one of this, then you have these two, and these are called, I don't know, Valentine something. But those are what I use. I do use Scrap Diva's little doily die. This is the small one. And this die that I use, I believe it's from Close to My Heart, but I'm not really sure. Those are the three that I use the most. Oh, there's another one I use too. Which one is that? I think it's, well, I have a couple of the dies in here. So I have this one I think fits in there, and I believe this is for the bunny butt, the bigger one. And these two go with this little oval frame die, which I'm also using. And I think I got this off Temu or Ali. I don't remember which one. No, actually I didn't. It was gifted to me. And I was so happy to get it too, because I saw Bethany use it a lot. So I did not get this one. This one was gifted to me. And in case you're wondering, I got it because I got to move this. This is what I keep all my dies in when I'm die cutting. And I also used these little heart sprigs. These are from KF's Crafts. And I used Scrap Diva's banner die that makes these little banners. I think I used this size here. It's my favorite size, is that one. These two, so it's this or this, but I like the small ones. So, and let's see what else. The other sprigs that I used, I gotta move this out of the way or it will just collect all my dies for me, is this. This is a new one from KF's Craft. Oh, there you go. And I did use it to make some of these little sprigs, gold, some different colors. This is from Scrap Diva's banner. I'm thinking I'm going to put it on a bunny, but I'm not sure. She has a banner that makes two at the end and then some that hang down. And I go ahead and make the ones that hang down and I cut them off because I don't always use them. So I'm going to move those over there. What I do is I cut out my circles. I'm going to move these. These are kind of what we're making. I'll show you. I made this box. This is a KF's Crafts new suitcase box. And I want to put something here, but as you can see, these don't really fit. And I have given away all the other ones that I have made in swaps. So now I don't have any more. And I like to keep some on hand so I can just grab. But these particular ones, I think I'm going to add to swaps anyway. So I do keep extra stuff here. This was, I like the size of this banner bow. So I cut it out, but actually I cut it out for this bow here. But it was just too small. You couldn't really see the tips. It just looked way too small, and it didn't look good just being single with the rabbits, so I just cut the big one out. But I am going to keep it because I don't know exactly what I might do with it. So, and then I have this one. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to use it, but I don't know. And then I have these two pieces left from when I made this bow here. All I do is just squish it together, and then I use hot glue, attach it. So that's going to be one. So I'm going to move these here and these. So this is basically what I do. I just kind of go through and I cut out my circles, or I kind of decide what I'm going to do, and then I cut out my circles. So for this one, I think this is the one I'm going to use on the suitcase here. So I cut out my circles because the suitcase, the inside's made with the gold, and this pink kind of matches, and I want to use a peep on it. So I have this paper, but it's really thin, so I back it with cardstock. The carrot's got a couple layers, so I did not back that with cardstock. I did make this flower, and I had this was in white, but in order to match, because I like the way this looks, it kind of matches the peachy, and so I kind of did that with ink, and kind of inked it up a little bit. So I think I'm going to back it up with some netting, and that's kind of how I work things out. I kind of work things out before I glue everything down. So I just kind of do this. The flower, I'm going to try to fit in between here or underneath, if I can remember to do that. And I want to put some little sprigs in the background just to fill that up. And so that's kind of what I do. I kind of just play around with it until I kind of like it. And then if I can remember how I did it, or, you know, when I take it apart, I try to remember. So anyways, with this one, I've already did the bow, and this is kind of how I want to do it. And I do want to put the rabbit there, but I'm not sure about the rest of it. I was thinking I was going to use this mesh somewhere on here, but since the bow already has it, I don't think I need it, so I'm not going to use it. I do use foam tape to lift everything up. So I think this is kind of how I'm going to do it, but it just looks too boring just being pink, right? And I think I'm going to put that on the rabbit. So I was thinking I would just kind of jazz it up with a little greenery, maybe behind the ribbon. I'm not sure if I want it behind the bunny, which it kind of won't go, I don't think. And I guess I do have some gold. So I just kind of play with it. I think I have enough gold on there that I really don't need gold. So I think I might kind of do that. I think if I put it underneath here, it will get lost. Let's see. That's kind of what I'm thinking. See, the green just gets kind of lost. Well, maybe not so much there. Let me try another one. So I might do that. I might do it that way. And then this one here with the frame, I don't buy ephemera really. I don't know why. I never do. But I do get stuff like this on these cut aparts when I buy paper pads. So I just use them, and that's what I did. I just cut this out. I backed this up with some cardstock, and this is kind of how I think I want it to go. The flowers, I'm not really sure because they're not, I think, kind of like that. I don't know. Some, I think maybe I could use this too. I try to use my leftovers. I don't know. I don't think I'm liking that too much. So I'm just, and then I have this extra white piece too. But I don't think I like that either. So we're just going to stick with this. And then I did make this bow. And this flower was made for me by Lisa. And I was thinking about adding it in there. And that's where I was kind of thinking, do I want to use this instead? But I think I like the bow better, so that's why I didn't decide to use that. And this I might use on the rabbit itself. And this is already popped up, but I might put that like maybe in the ear. And then maybe put a little bit of greenery in there somewhere. I personally love gold accents, so that's why I use a lot of gold. And so now I have 2 extra in case I need them. So that's basically what I do. So now I'm going to, Lang made me this really cool box. You've probably seen it, but it holds 4 of these, 4 of these rolls, and you can just pull each one out as you need it. It's really cool, and plus it has a drawer, and all my little flowers are in there. Let me see what I have. Maybe I can just use a little flower. I don't know. Well, it kind of looks cool. Okay, so that's what I use that little drawer for. It holds all my little flowers, and I broke my little punch. I think Deborah sent that punch to me. I'm really sorry. I did find another one. It's on order. I went and ordered this one, but this one is a 5/8. That's what made these bigger daisies, but I went back and I ordered a 3/8. So it'll be coming. So I use foam tape, and what I do is, I'm going to just move these to the side because I got to kind of remember what I do because I forget. So I back these up and I use 3 tapes because I don't like it buckling down. You know, I don't know. That's just what I do. And I also have this little tiny bucket that I just put all my little things in. It keeps my desk nice and neat. This was gifted to me too, actually by Lang. It's like a little trash can. I love it. It just sits right there, and I can just throw all my little scraps in there. All right, so I do that one. Okay, this one, I think it looks like it's this one's smaller than the other one, so I'm just going to use 2, and I dropped one on the floor. So when I make these, I try to keep them kind of color coordinated if I'm making them for either projects or for swap. And I really like the way those 3 flowers look, so I might just keep that. And because of the mesh, I'm going to have to probably glue this down. So I'll do that with hot glue because of the mesh. Okay, and then let's see. So on the bunny, I probably would be better off gluing it kind of like that. just to give it some greenery. So I'm going to add glue to the back, because then I can kind of just put it where I want it. Like that. And then I will put one of these on here, because that will go right in the center. And I might need another one to pop it up. So we'll see. So yep. So what I do to pop it up is I just take one of these, I fold it in half. We do have dots around here somewhere, but I'm just going to do it this way. I'll put that right in the center. And then throw that on. And now I'm going to put these little flowers on here. So that might be too much for one. Let's see. There we go. Then I'll put that one there. And that one there. And I think that turned out really cute. So we're going to move that one to the side. That one's done. And then this one's pretty easy, because I already kind of got that figured out since I've already made one. So I'm going to make it pretty much just like that. And first of all, I'm going to use glue on the netting, just to hold the netting down. And then I'm going to keep dropping these things. All right. So I think the cutting is the hardest part, but I think it's the funnest, is trying to figure out what you want to put on. I tend to I tend to make more bows, more flowers, and then I kind of figure out from there what I want. And if I have extra, that's fine, because you can always make extra. That's kind of how I did, I think. No, that's not how I did that one, but these ones were kind of planned. But when you have extra, you can just grab and go. That's what I like about embellishments that I receive in swaps. I put them out in front of me, things that I know will kind of match if I'm making something for a swap, like a bag top or something. If I try to make my own embellishments when I send embellishments out like this, but I don't have any problems using other people's embellishments when I'm making like boxes, or I'm decorating something. That doesn't bother me at all. So one of my tips is I buy these scissors at the Dollar Tree. And then this is the only scissors I use to cut these with. And when they get too gunky, I don't mind throwing them away, because, they were only $1, right? So I'm going to get this bunny ready to go on, but I do want to glue on the sprigs. I almost forgot. So you don't need to glue them on really good, because everything that you're going to put on top will help it glue down. So Okay. I think it's about where I want it. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put the bunny down, and then this is where I'm going to use these, because now I leave the paper on, so I leave this on paper, so they're both on paper, and I just cut through. And I'm going to use this for the carrot. And see, it doesn't hurt your scissors, and if you leave the paper on, the gunky stuff won't really attach to your scissors. It doesn't work all the time, but it works sometimes, right? Okay. And then I need, whoops, I put them away. I need little tiny things for here, so I'm just going to cut them off here because I've already got this one cut up. And then all these. I don't do it, they just go all over my floor. Okay, so we're going to use these little bits here to put on the leaves. And, whoopsie. As you can tell, I still get nervous when I'm on the camera. I don't know why. Okay, and then this one here, I'm going to put on the stem like that. Okay, now we're just going to take all the little pieces off, and I only put it on the one side because this is going to get glued down to the bunny. Okay. Sticky. All right. Okay, so it looks like this part won't. It's not going to sit on there, so I'm going to peel it off so it doesn't keep sticking to things. All right, and then I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to glue this flower right there. And I would put foam on top. I did pop this up, but this is already pretty popped up, so I'm just going to just glue the bottom. Okay. Just like that. Okay, and there's the second. And then the third, pretty easy. So I'm going to set that flower up the same way by folding this in half. And this one, because the flower, I might put a little bit of glue on here. That way, I like doing that just to give me a little wiggle room. All right, so here's my sprigs. I think I pretty much got it figured out where I want to set those. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these up. And if you guys get really creative, you can go ahead and cut 2 of those and put a bow on there. I was thinking I should have done that and did this in gold. I think that would have been pretty. I might still go ahead and do that once I get off camera. It does have like a little cut line kind of here for you. But all right, now I just did white because we're going to hide that anyways, and I couldn't figure out any other color that would best match what I'm doing, so that's kind of what I did. All right. All right, now we're going to do some sprigs. I think these are the sprigs. So I'm thinking I kind of want it to bring out that color right there on the rose, because it kind of goes with that. So we will dip this on here, and then on the rest of them we're going to have them shooting out here a little bit. And I don't care if I use them all up because I don't have any more to make, so it might be overkill and it might not be. Who knows? I don't think you can ever get overkill. All right, now the bunny I will pop up, so we'll get her ready. And she's big and wide, so I think she'll take 2, and depending on where I'm putting her, I might do her ears a little bit. I've got some over here. Just to make sure they don't flatten down. All right, so let's get this ready to get glued on. All right, and we'll do the bunny, and I think I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to stiffen the paper up a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to move it a little here. And we'll get some glue on here. Now this bow's already popped up. Like I said, I made it for something else and didn't use it. And so I'm going to use it here. And then what else was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do the bow. So there we go. There's the bow. And I will put hot glue on this. And there we go. Now I have 3 embellishments, and it's almost a half an hour. That didn't even take, it probably took me maybe a half an hour to cut everything out. So I think on this one here, this is what I'm going to use to decorate. This, I did use this green in case I wanted to use this, but I think I'm just going to go with this one, because this one looks a little too large, I think. I think that one's pretty. So there you go, you guys. And I hope you like this and you do this. This is really fun. And it was a really nice way to embellish something. So you guys have a very great day, and may God bless it. Talk to you later. Bye.